Welcome back, guys. Tonight we're going to be talking about how to make a custom kick on Serum 2 in 2025. This is going to be a really cool little tutorial. I found some other tutorials from 5-6 years ago. They don't work the same way, so I thought I would update this and get it out there to you guys. So the first thing we're going to do is you got to have a synth, okay? Now, if you don't have Serum 2, just follow along. Most synths have all of the features that this Serum has, and you'll be able to follow along perfectly. There'll be a couple spots where I'll explain how to do certain things without Serum if you're not using Serum. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to come up here to default shapes, and we're going to choose analog, and we're going to go down to basic shapes. It's going to create a sine wave. Right here is a sine wave. It's an S curve. So we're going to have a tone like this. All right, we're going to take this octave, we're going to bring it down by 2, so -2, and we're going to have a sound like this. Nice little 808 sound there. And what we're going to do here is we're going to increase the hold to about 170 milliseconds. Okay, so it holds a lot longer. So let's do about 178 right there. And then we're going to take the sustain over here and we're going to drop it down to infinity. Okay. And then the decay, we're going to bring that down to about 109. Somewhere in there. 107. Okay, so you're going to get this sound right here. Okay, we're not quite there yet. Next, we're going to alter the pitch so that it starts as a higher pitch and then very quickly drifts down to this note. Okay, so it's going to start at a high pitch and it's going to drift down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this right here and let's bring the sustain all the way down to 0. And let's bring this over about halfway between about a half a millisecond, okay? So we're going to get that sound right there. And this is a really cool way, guys, to actually be able to tweak your kick to put it perfectly in your mix. So you don't have to go find a perfect kick. You can make a perfect kick. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this envelope right here and we're going to drag it up to this coarse pitch, okay, right here. So we're going to take this and we're going to drag it up onto here. When you see that plus button, just let go. And now we have that, all right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to drag the pitch value with this blue line here that you're going to see, and we're going to change the pitch to, let's see here, we're going to change the pitch up to about 472. Let's listen to that real quick. Okay, let's take this and bring this a little bit down further here. It's all about tweaking, guys. You're going to tweak till you like what you're hearing. Okay, and then what we could do is we can open up this matrix tab right here. We could change the amount of the modulation. Okay, so if we go right, okay, and if we go left, so we definitely don't want that as a kick. And you can kind of play around with how much low end you want in it. So I like it about right there. Okay, next we're going to add a filter right here. And we're going to take this envelope 2 down here. We could make another envelope if we wanted to, but this has all the characteristics that we're going to use. And the decay and sustains all set correctly. So we're going to drag this onto the cutoff knob on the filter. So if you just drag this up till you have that plus button right there, let go. And now we have the filter locked onto the envelope here. So this is gonna be affecting the filter. So let's drag this right here. You see this little guy right here? Let's drag this up. And what we're looking to do is get all that mud out and leave some mid-range in there. And this is by taste, guys, so whatever you feel is right. So now when I play with the cutoff, you can really control how much that mid-frequency remains, and it really does clean up the sound. So if you do too much, you won't get that body in there. I like that right there. And then what we're going to do is add a bit of drive to the filter to really add some harmonic content and make the kick sound more full and thick. And you could go as loud, but we want a punchy kick. So about right there, about 40%. Next, we're going to click on the noise oscillator right here to the left. And what this does basically is we're going to run it through the filter. So we're going to click on N over here. Okay, so now that's locked to the filter. And that makes sure it's on. Now we're going to set the noise oscillator to one-shot mode. So come up here and turn this little button on right here. Okay, so what we're doing basically, if I turn off the oscillator and I turn off the filter, we're adding a little sizzle, a little click to it. And actually up top here, you can see that there's a whole list library full of kick sounds. So we're just gonna go through a couple of them here. Till we get one that we like. I like that one right there. So we're going to use that one. And if you're using a different synth, just drag a click sample in and layer it with your kick and blend it to taste. That's all. That's as easy as it is that you have to do right there. And what we're going to do now is we're going to turn the filter back on. And we're going to turn the oscillator back on here. Okay, and then we're going to take this level knob right here. We're going to turn up this right here. And that's not really coming through for me. So let me go back down to one. Turn up the drive a little bit. Level. And again, this is all by taste, guys. Bring this up just a tiny bit. There we go. I want to hear that click right there. And there you go, guys. Now, if you found this helpful and you love my content, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help, and it helps feed the channel and keep it alive. I really appreciate the likes. Leave some comments about what you want to see next. I know all kinds of tips in music production, so just let me know what you want to actually see, and I'll create that content for you. I just created something called the Indie Mixing Bible. And if you go to therealdrama.com, you will find it. It is $7.99, but it has a humongous amount of tips and tricks on how to become a better mix engineer. I've been doing it for 10 years, and I have layered a whole bunch of my secrets inside of there to get amazing mixes out of bedroom studio quality music. And that has been helping a tremendous amount of people. I also have some sound sample kits coming later on down the road. I'll let you know about that as well. And then there's also a free PDF over there as well on therealdrama.com/mix or /free PDF. Again, guys, if you found this helpful, please subscribe to the channel and go out there and make some incredible music.